Okay, guys, UFC 309 is around the corner, and I'm here to break down my predictions to the main card. This is going to be a banger card, an underrated card. Let's get right into it. The first fight, I'm not even going to say his first name, we got Ruffy versus James. Look, I'm not good with names, so I'll just stick with saying the parts of their names I know. These two guys are pretty young in their career, more so their UFC career. Two fights to James in the UFC, one fight to Ruffy in the UFC. James lost both his fights in the UFC. Ruffy won by TKO in the first round, and I believe the same thing's going to happen. I believe Ruffy's going to win by TKO in the first round. I believe James, look, he's had two losses. He's still young, but this Ruffy guy, he's very athletic. The fight that he had, he was styling on the dude. He just knew that he was way better. He just knew that he was classes above. I reckon he could have finished that fight way earlier. So my prediction is Ruffy by TKO in the first round. Now the next fight, it's a women's fight. Not a very exciting fight, to be honest. Um, I don't even know how to say her name. I do know how to say the other one's name, Karine Silva. I believe Silva's going to win. I'm just going to keep it short and simple. Silva's going to win, and it's rather going to be first round submission, or if it goes past the first round, it will go to decision, and it will be unanimous decision, Silva. Now, a sleeper fight, I believe. I believe this fight will be pretty good. I reckon it'll be a great fight, but I do believe that it will be one-sided. I believe that Bo Nickal is going to be very smart going into this fight. I believe he's going to realise that Paul Craig has decent striking. He has lost a lot of fights and to some questionable opponents, but he has fought top tier, and Bo Nickal is an up-and-comer, top tier. I believe what's going to happen is it's going to be first or second round submission to Bo Nickal. I believe Bo Nickal's going to realise how well Paul Craig strikes. Like he's mainly just a striker. He just strikes, and I believe Bo Nickal's going to realise that, and he's going to quickly try and get it to the ground. Obviously, Paul Craig's pretty decent on the ground as well, but I think Bo Nickal knows his advantages. He's going to be smart, and he's going to get it done quick. Okay, I'm gonna go Bo Nickal first to second round submission. That's my prediction. Okay, now this fight is a banger. Charles Oliveira versus Michael Chandler 2. Now this fight is a great fight. The first one was good. I'll admit it was pretty decent, but I believe the second fight's going to be better. Will it be quicker? I reckon it'll be around the same. The fight will be around the same length. It'll be longer. So this is what I'm thinking. I'm going with Charles Oliveira. Like Charles now compared to just back then. Like he is one of the goats, and you know what? He might have had two losses out of his last three. That don't matter. That honestly does not matter. He's a great fighter. He's got great striking. Obviously, he's one of the best ground opponents, and the first fight was obviously TKO Michael Chandler, but I believe Michael Chandler will be smarter in his second fight. He realizes what Oliveira's strengths are, and I feel like it's a really dangerous fight for Chandler. Like honestly, I believe Charles Oliveira has better striking. That's what I believe. He is better striking, and obviously he's got a better ground game. So there's just nothing that Michael Chandler has. The only thing he has is his first round of explosiveness. And if Michael Chandler can come out that first round and just get past Charles's kicks and get past his striking and just put a bomb on him like he did in the first round in the other one, but instead he actually can get the finish, it'll be first round Michael Chandler. But I'm going with Oliveira, and I believe Charles is going to be very smart. He's going to be very patient. He might even go for a takedown in the first round. But I believe it will be Charles Oliveira second round submission. So no KOs. I reckon it'll be submission because Michael Chandler knows the power, knows what's going on. Obviously, Charles knows the power of Chandler, but I believe he'll be patient in the first round, and then second round he's going to get on his back because he's going to be gassed out from the first round. He's going to try and chuck everything, and he's going to get on him, get on his back, and he's just going to get under his neck, rear naked choke, easy done, easy fight. I don't believe. I don't like. Look at the odds. I don't believe it should be as close. Look, I get why it's close because Michael Chandler's got power, but no. Charles Oliveira, second round submission. Now the main fight, which I believe is going to be the sleeper fight. I know everybody wanted Aspinall, but I believe it's still a good fight. Obviously, Stipe's been inactive for a very long time, but you could say the same thing for John Jones. Yes, he had the fight against Garn, but that motherfucker went a minute and he didn't even. There was barely any strikes, like what, a couple kicks, maybe a jab. Like they're both pretty much as inactive as it get, like inactive. Like it, I don't know. It's like it's the most inactive fight I've ever seen in my life, to be honest. Like what, one fight within what, the last what, fucking 3 years, like bro, it and my opinion on this fight will probably surprise a lot of you because I'm gonna go Stipe Miocic, and I know you're thinking what's he on? Why would he go Stipe? Look, I believe like John Jones is a great fighter. He is one of the greatest fighters they've lived, but an old John Jones at heavyweight is just a different John Jones. If you watch his past fight, he's just different. He's slower. He's just he's just different. And I know you can say, oh, but Stipe's 40. He's gonna be slower, older. Stipe is dangerous, man. He can. He's not getting submitted. I can't see. I can't see John Jones taking his back or just getting a submission. What I believe is going to happen is Stipe is going to surprise the hell out of John Jones, especially the striking. He's going to get clipped with a couple big punches. I believe he'll actually be rocked like he's never been rocked before. John Jones really hasn't been rocked that bad. Because you think back to the Dominic Reyes fight, like Reyes, obviously he was young, so he was quick and he was getting to. And I get it, Stipe's not young, but I just believe Stipe knows what he's doing. He's got great striking and the power. The power compared to Reyes is way different. Way like twice, like not even twice. I'd say 3 times. Stipe's got the power, and I just believe John Jones just does not have crazy power. I do not see John Jones knocking out Stipe. I just could not see it happen. I'd put money on it that he doesn't knock him out. So how I think the fight's gonna play out, I believe that, like I said, Stipe is gonna surprise him with the striking. John Jones is gonna be bit too cocky, and Stipe knows what John Jones wants to do. He's going to try and take him to the ground. So it's going to be one of them. He's training for not getting taken down. He's prepared for that. I believe he's just great at it. Like he's been taken down a fair bit, Stipe, but I do not see John Jones getting. He might get him to the ground, but I believe Miocic is just, he'll be too well. He's not going to get submitted on the ground. and I just believe he's just going to outstrike him. It's going to be like a Dominic Reyes. He's going to outstrike him. In the later rounds, John Jones is probably going to win. So I'm going to say it's going to get a decision. I could possibly see a KO from Stipe. Honestly, I could, but I believe it's going to be a decision fight. I know people don't fly like decision fight. I love them, to be honest. Like if fight goes to decision and it's entertaining, that's the best outcome, to be honest. And I believe it's going to be Stipe by decision. I know a lot of the judges in the past have been sucking off John Jones, and it might be a fucking robbery. Obviously, Dominic Reyes legit beat John Jones. There's no doubt. Reyes won the first three, and there's no doubt in my mind John Jones did not get a 10-8 in any of the rounds. So, yeah, I believe Stipe is going to surprise the hell out of John Jones. It's going to be a decision victory to Stipe Miocic. That is my prediction. There you have it, guys. That is my prediction for UFC 309. I know the main event is a very controversial decision in picking Stipe, but look, we'll see. We'll see Saturday. We'll see. Actually, I live in Australia, so I'll be seeing it Sunday. It's obviously we're a day ahead, but it's gonna be a great card, great fights, great card. Um, it's definitely worth buying. If you don't know if you want to get it, I would suggest you get it. It'll be a great fight. Any fight with John Jones is pretty damn good, and Charles Oliveira is pretty damn good as well. So y'all need to watch this event because it's going to be a sleeper. It's going to be underrated. It's going to be a banger. And I will catch y'all in the next video.